Hey guys, my name is Ryan. I run a small online TCG store in Canada. We've been in business for 4 years. Let's talk about the silliness that is Pokemon currently. This video has some advice from me, a Pokemon card seller, about what's happening here in Canada, and I think in the US it's just as crazy. But here in Canada, what's going on with product, what's available currently, and where is all the Pokemon packs. Now, what's happened recently, if you haven't been, out of the loop, is there's been a real pullback in the amount of quantity of product given to online and local gaming stores. Now, this is not the Walmarts and the Targets. This is the online guys, the guys who vend at shops, at flea markets. This is the guys who have a store, an LGS, like where people come and do organized play. This is those people. There's been a pullback in the amount of quantity of goods that are given to those stores. And I'm speaking from my own personal experience as running a store. I'm speaking about others who also run stores, who have contracts with distribution, do a lot of business, or have been doing a lot of business in the Pokemon market. I'm speaking about, people I know in the brick and mortar world who have stores, who sell Pokemon cards, who sell, TCGs. This is what happened. There's been a pullback in the quantity of product available to stock shelves. The pullback is right back to Pokemon. Everyone's agree Pokemon has either done two things: given it to the big box stores, maybe. Given it, you see a ton of stuff in Costco. Given it to the Walmarts, given it to the Targets, given it to the GameStops, or they've really they want their product to sell at their preferred MSRP, manufacturer's suggested retail price, MSRP. I think that's probably what Pokemon wants right now. They don't want to see stores suffering. They don't want to see the product sitting on shelves. So what they've done is they've slowly decreased the amount needed. Now, what's also happened with this decrease in the amount of product given is there's been a demand spike. A lot of new people who haven't been here over the past 3 or 4 years, they come in waves. The last wave was during COVID. There was a wave during Pokemon Go. There's now a wave now because it's the second half of Scarlet and Violet. The cards are just drop dead gorgeous. People have got over their fear of the terrestrialized Pokemon. V cards are desirable again. We can see that in the singles being sold. So what's happened is supply has been minimized and demand is up. So what happens then? Prices go up. Now, the problem that also is happening is opportunity popped and reared its head. And in other markets, similar markets, unfortunately, other collectible markets, things haven't gone as well. Lorcana has not continued to be humped because it is a card game. It's not a collectible card game. It's a card game, Lorcana. I'm sure it has they try to be a little bit collectible, but Lorcana is flatlined. It's not dead, but, it's flat. Magic is actually showing some legs from what I hear. Magic is happening. One Piece is saving a lot of stores that have One Piece distribution and also Pokemon distribution because they're actually making money on the One Piece, which is excellent for brick and mortars. So One Piece is doing very well. Other cards, other TCGs, not really. You haven't seen a lot of activity in terms of, MetaZoo died. You're just not seeing it. And what's happening is these card stores are putting, the sneaker industry has, maybe we'll call the sneakerheads are living in Pokemon now. They're causing a little bit of an uptick, not in the purchase of the end state of the Pokemon, of purchasing of packs, but they are coming in and doing the things that sneaker people do, which is they buy up stock, they buy up inventory, and they speculate. So there's a lot of speculators who've entered the market. These are people without collections. These are people with inventory. I'm not saying you can't sell without having a collection, but they're in it because it's a business, because it's a model for them to make money, and they've also increased the supply and their familiarity with sitting on product, with buying all the product, with making sure it gets, not available on shelves, not available for the end consumer to purchase. Scalping has eaten up product. And there's a lot of people, you see them posting on Facebook, they've bought out the prismatic evolutions. You've seen the videos about Target and Walmart. They've bought out the blooming waters at Costco. You see the videos, they're in it, to make that buck. And it's a shame. I mean, here in a Costco here in Nova Scotia, a couple of waves of blooming waters have come. The first waves, they limited to 10. And what people were doing is they would come in, get their 10, go to their car, come back in, get their 10. So there's people, posting 40 and 60 boxes. A lot of money to put into Pokemon for someone who's not like a store, just for like a reseller or flipper. A lot of money. Most people, is in the buy two, sell one category. These people are in buying a lot more. So you see that's happening. Costco finally cut things down here in Canada. A little too late. They limited to 2. And what happened is a lot of the collectors who were able to find out it was in Costco, able to make their way to Costco and get their 2 boxes of blooming waters and 1 for their buddy or 1 for saving. We're definitely seeing it. I'm getting my trade-ins from customers, and there are so many Blastoise and Venusaur EXs coming in from those blooming waters. I got stacks of like 25, stacks of 30. They definitely, they bought from the scalpers maybe, or they got really lucky and got in for that 10 at a time. But there's definitely there's going to be a lot of Blastoise and a lot of Venusaur EX singles that are coming in. And that price of that is going to drop. I'm holding a lot, and I'm worried that definitely it's going to take a long time as a single seller, a long time to get through that. Anyway, off topic. So huge demand. You got people, sneakerheads coming in, buying up inventory, buying up supply, flipping, making that quick buck. The problem is that people are still paying these prices. People are still wanting to buy the blooming waters at $120. And as a store who will eventually get that product in next week, maybe, I don't want to sell for $67. That will probably pay distribution $65, $62, maybe $60 if we're lucky. You can't ship something like that for $7. So I'll end up probably seeing if I can sell in person these blooming waters, but I'm going to look like a scalper who got screwed, maybe. I'll have maybe 2 or 3 cases come in from distribution, I hope, crossing those fingers. And I'll have to post on Facebook Marketplace and look like a scalper who is in over their head. But unfortunately, that's what I'll look like. Anyway, so there's a lot of that. Here's what you got to do is don't pay the ridiculous prices. And that's easier said than done because people want satisfaction. People want that. People want to participate. People want to open packs. People want to see Prismatic Evolution. The single prices in Prismatic Evolutions are ridiculous. Ridiculous. That tells me that not that there's a bunch of scalping, not that there's a bunch of people holding sealed product. The reason single prices are so elevated is because hit rate, lack of supply. The hit rate on Prismatic Evolutions is very, very questionable. Like it's bad. You've seen us, Kai and I, open packs. There's nothing. There's nothing in those packs. When you do hit, it's good. You're hitting an EX and you're like, Jolteon EX, that's awesome. That's what this set is like. You're like, regular EX, bang, that's a hit. Previous sets, you're waiting for an AR, you're waiting for SIR, EX. It's different. Pokemon maybe wanted that. Maybe they wanted to get back to the more difficult hit rates of Evolving Skies, which was a feature of Evolving Skies, of Chilling Reign, of Fusion Strike. It was impossible to hit on those sets. It took a lot of product, and Pokemon likes that too. A lot of product to get the hits. And Pokemon sees people pay for that. Even if they're paying for $4 a pack and spending $1,000, Pokemon is okay with that. The company is okay with that. You take $1,000 and put it in Prismatic Evolutions, you're gonna get not that much. You put $1,000 in Fusion Strike, you're not going to get a whole much. But I think we're seeing the days of really bad hit rate. Now, Journey Together is going to be another question. If Journey Together has the troublesome hit rate that we're seeing in Prismatic Evolutions, then we know that Pokemon is returning to the days of very rough sets, because they can see that they can extract money from people at a higher rate. People require more product, more packs, more Evolving Skies, high prices. Pokemon likes that. High prices to get those singles, for people to complete their sets, for people to find that the card that they love, that they want, that some people, they really like the Marrow. Beautiful card. That's what it's all about. People like collecting cards. They see a card. Oh, I want that. And I feel that too. Kai feels that too. He looks at a card and he's like, oh, I want that. Mostly for him, it's an air card or miscut or something like that. He's like, oh, cool. But Ditto. He wants a Ditto. But that's what you're facing. Really difficult hit rates. The sneaker boys are in our hobby right now because there's money to be made, because Pokemon has raised the price, and there's this gap where you can buy product and sell it, and you can make a lot of money. And unfortunately, these guys are here until Pokemon can print so much that they satiate the supply. And that it's going to be a lot, and they're going to do it because they've done it before. And what's going to happen is you're going to have a period of contraction. A period of the tide is going to go out. It's going to suck because I have a lot of singles that, you pay a lot for, and then you have to eventually move. It's going to happen. Hopefully I just keep cycling through the downturn, which will come, but nobody knows when. It'll come. Cycling. Keep the singles moving. Sell sealed product. Sell it as possible. People who enjoy ripping packs, people who enjoy getting product, hopefully, and we will continue to get it to people who want it. Now, Prismatic. I was expecting my Prismatic numbers last week from Distro. They didn't get it to me. They're just going to probably tell me the morning that they're shipping things, saying, this is what you're getting. And I'll be like, okay, I'll take it all, of course. That's likely what's going to happen with distribution. And what I'll have is I have a customer list. And people have an email like, can I get some Prismatic? And yes, I'm making a list of people who've asked, a list of people who are customers, a list of people who didn't get any last time. And I'll be reaching out and saying, I got 5 tins. You want them? And people be like, oh, I want a sealed case. I want an ETB. And unfortunately, there's no world in which we're getting that from distribution. The first round, the couple of ETs normally get like 8 cases of ETBs, 10 cases of ETBs. We got 4, right? So less than half of the demand is satiated with what I normally get. And even so, I get 8 cases. I'd sell 7, and I have 1 trickling out over time. Now I've sold through all the 4. I think I have 1 ETB left for Kai and I to open on channel. I won't be able to keep tins for myself. I won't be able to open packs. I have to get it to people who are collectors, who are not sneakerheads, and not just trying to flip and succeed in making some profit. I'll try to get people who are actually looking for product to open, or the seal collector who wants to keep it, who wants to check it, who wants to feel that satiating feeling of fulfilling a collection goal, which a lot of people in their industry, in our hobby, that's what they like. They like the check mark. The check mark is good. It feels good. It's accomplishment. So we'll try to get out to those people. It's going to be busy depending on what distro sends to me. They might not send me anything. I hope they send me stuff, a good amount. They were treated me well the last release. We'll see what happens this cycle of tins and Eevee surprise boxes and Blooming Waters, maybe? Are they going to send that? And we'll see. And I'll be posted on Facebook Marketplace looking like a Blooming Water scalper because I do not want to ship Blooming Waters. It's a big box. Shipping in Canada is gruesome. I do not recommend it. We give discounts to people who are local. If I don't have to ship, you get a discount. I hope everyone knows that. I've been telling people. A few people, on the other side of the country have tried to use that discount and say, oh, well, I'd love my 10% discount on your temporal forces box. I'm like, I can't because I still have to ship. And they're like, well, can't you do it once? I'm like, no, it's shipping. So shipping is expensive. But anyway, stupid business problems. That's a me problem, not a you problem. So here's what I'm going to recommend after all this blurb. Here's what I'm going to recommend. Don't buy from scalpers. Oh, easy said than done. Wait for things to come. They will. Buy singles, but even singles are high priced right now. I have a lot of work to do with singles. I'm now getting Prismatic Evolution singles in. People did succeed in ripping a lot. There are going to be EXs around for purchase. There's going to be Master Balls and Reverse Hollows. I'm kind of pissed at this set. There's way too many cards in this set. Way too many different variations because I have to manage all that inventory. When it's a 250 card set, there's only 400 cards. But when it's a 180 card set and there's 4 variations, that's almost 600 different cards to manage, to keep track of. And that's a lot. That's a lot for a set. That's a lot of work. In my singledom world of Poke Chalet to manage, but I'll do it and I'll get it done. It'll just be more time consuming. Maybe that's another reason why prices of singles are higher, because harder to find, harder to get the ones you want, and a lot of management of inventory to differentiate the 4 different possible cards you might get: the regular rare, the reverse hollow rare, the Pokeball rare, the Master Ball rare. So here's my recommendation. Don't buy from scalpers. There's always good guys in your neighborhood. If you can't find things in Target or Walmart or GameStop or your local LGS that supports organized play, take a look for the online guys, the vendors who do shows. Talk to them, see what's coming, get on their good side. And good side is normally just someone who talks to them and is reasonable about making purchases, buying singles, buying product. If you're declaring you're doing it for profit, you're not going to get a good price. There's a lot of these sneakerheads who are just buying up their own inventory. Someone will buy something for $70, sell it for 100, with the guy buying it thinking they're going to get 120. So they're gonna have their day of reckoning. Hopefully, distro, if they do restock, they don't stick to this crazy market price for very long, so that they can actually get the product out to us, the collectors, the normies in the hobby, and give people a chance to enjoy pulling an Eevee EX, enjoy chasing the elusive Sunbreon, and for me, I hope to get the stained glass Vaporeon. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. We are going to be opening a little bit more Prismatic Evolutions. I think that'll be it for a while. We're going to have to figure out some different ways to produce content for TKK Collector and the Poke Chalet. And just like this, me being a blabbermouth, or Kai and I doing some vendor discussions. One of the things I'm working on is to start having some conversations with other people here in Halifax about Pokemon collecting. So hopefully we'll have sort of podcast-esque content soon. So hope you like and subscribe for that, and we get a chance to hear from you in the comments.